Are you an entrepreneur, business owner, or startup considering relocating here to Marbella, but you don't quite understand the networking scene? Well, you're in the right place. This is the Nusun Network, and I'm Chris Cassidy from Nusun Realty, where we help international buyers like you find their next dream home. Today I'm joined by Caroline Lips from Get Visible and Top Entrepreneur magazine. We're going to be unpacking what it's really like for entrepreneurs here and how they can get visible. Let's dive in. Caroline, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you on. And can you tell me and tell the audience, who you are, what brought you to Marbella, and what's kept you here?
Well, I'm Caroline and I'm a marketing specialist. I've worked in marketing for about 20 years. I have a strong affinity with Spain. I actually studied Spanish at uni, although I'm English, and I ended up in Marbella because several years ago, about 12 years ago, I took a job in Gibraltar, made the leap, and I ended up moving down the coast and now I've set up my own business in marketing here in Marbella.
Awesome. And just in terms of Gibraltar and Marbella, did you see what's the difference? What do you see the differences being between the two?
Where do I start? So, well, first of all, the culture's very different,
Right,
isn't
okay.
it? So, Gibraltar's great if you want to work for, a good company and earn a kind of British level salary
Right.
in the sun. But it's very different. It's not Spain,
Yeah.
obviously. And for me, I've always had this love of Spain and I wanted to move out into Spain. And so I've been living here for several years.
Right.
And it's just, you just can't really compare. It's just a vastly different culture.
Yeah. And you're obviously here, you're involved in the entrepreneur scene here.
Yeah.
That's how we met as
Yeah.
well. And that's why I thought you'd be an excellent guest to bring on and we could have a chat. And what are you sort of seeing here in the sort of entrepreneur scene? I mean, I know you've run various events, etc., which we'll go into, but how are you sort of seeing that? Have you seen it change over the last few years you've been here?
Absolutely, and it keeps changing. So I am a partner in Top Entrepreneurs Marbella, and
Yep.
we run events as well as a magazine. So I see entrepreneurs come and go.
Okay.
Generally speaking, I've seen a shift from it being predominantly real estate companies to a broader mix of companies. There's all sorts now. There's everything from investment companies, coaches, people moving over for a couple of years in different industries, and it's a really diverse scene.
Yeah, I must admit, I've noticed it, especially I think from COVID. We've seen a lot of people who are digital nomads, and they've
Yeah,
started to realise actually, why am I doing this job in Britain
yeah,
when I can do it anywhere, right? I can do it, and
exactly,
why not do it somewhere like this in Marbella? And you've got
exactly.
the sun, you're still working, still earning,
Yeah,
but you've just got that nicer lifestyle as well.
exactly,
So I have
exactly.
noticed a shift of that. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
a really important thing for people to know they can do that, right? And I think
Mhm.
more people are understanding that now.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially here in Marbella, it's a very welcoming culture,
Yeah.
so everyone speaks English, which helps you out if you are English or if you're from another country, you don't necessarily speak Spanish. Number two, people are very open to people coming in from different cultures. It's a very kind of cosmopolitan scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's a great place to come and work.
Yeah. I must admit, I noticed it myself. I think everyone is really welcoming, and there's a real collaborative
Hmm.
type feeling here. It's
Yeah,
not everyone's guarded, and
yeah.
people like to do business with other people,
Mm,
and it doesn't really matter where you come from. I think if you come in with an open mind,
yeah,
it really helps. So I
definitely.
have noticed that. And just you mentioned about the stuff that you do. Can you just tell us about what Top Entrepreneur is?
Absolutely,
What
sure.
you do, how people can
Yeah.
get involved, and everything else.
Yeah, so what we've created is a platform for entrepreneurs of any level. So everyone right up from billionaires right to the guy sitting in his basement, starting out. Um, and it's quite an eclectic group. So it's a very open networking group. We have events. In the winter, we're having events every 2 weeks, an after work event. And at the moment, we're having galas every 3 months as well.
Okay.
So it's a bigger event. It's a nice venue. You get to mingle, meet entrepreneurs, promote your business, and then you have dinner and celebrate with everyone. As well as that, we have the magazine, which I have here,
Okay. Top
Top
entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurs Marbella. And
Yep.
as you can see, we feature a broad range of entrepreneurs and we tell their story,
Okay.
so we don't just advertise, we actually interview them, find out what makes them tick, what their story is. And it's a great way for people to kind of get to know each other in Marbella. We're putting this all around Marbella, premium venues, so it gets the visibility, and it's just a nice way of bringing your story to life.
I mean, it looks like a really high-end magazine as well.
Thank you.
It looks like you've done a great job of it. And just in terms of the types of businesses that you're seeing at maybe these entrepreneur events, obviously for our listeners and our watchers on YouTube, because people are they come to here and they're like, okay, I've got a business, I'm an entrepreneur. What do I do now? How do I get to meet people, like-minded people?
Yeah.
So what sort of types of maybe nationalities and everything else are you getting at these events that you run?
So we're seeing more and more people from diverse nationalities, a lot of Polish,
Okay.
Ukrainian, Russian, German, French, also English.
Yeah.
I would say the minority now, the Spanish, because it's such an international group here in Marbella. But we do obviously have Spanish. We also have Argentinian. So the co-owner, Agustin, he's from Argentina. So it's a good mixture of languages and cultures. And the types of business, well, it's everything from Neurolab, which is Dr. Osama Al-Asmar, who does work with a special machine that helps train your brain.
Okay.
Right to, banking, investment, finance, property developers. So it's all sorts, really.
A whole mix. And
Yeah.
so if someone's coming from maybe the UK or Ireland and they can't speak Spanish,
Yeah.
is that going to be a problem for them coming to these events and mixing?
No, not at all. So the common language of our events is English.
Okay.
Everything's translated into English if somebody's presenting in Spanish, for example, and it's very welcoming. So you'll find that you don't really need Spanish at our events.
Right, okay. So it doesn't matter what level they're at in Duolingo, they can still come.
Exactly. Even day one, you can come to our events. We can
okay.
even teach you some Spanish. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, you actually study Spanish, so I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
And just in terms of that, you mentioned about galas as well.
Yeah.
What would people expect from it? It sounds quite plush, but what would people expect from a gala?
So the galas, for anyone that wants to come and promote their business and make contacts,
Okay.
the most important thing is connection. So here, Marbella especially, it's all about who you know.
Yeah.
And if you come to the gala, you can come on your own or with friends or even, partner, whatever, or with your business colleagues. You will meet people. So it starts off with a reception. So we had a champagne reception sponsored by Moet and Chandon. Very nice. It's an opportunity to dress elegantly as well. It's a photo call.
Yep.
And you'll get to experience a few things. So, for example, we had a fashion show by KV Style, who's on the cover of our last one. And it's like a nice mingling event for a couple of hours, followed by dinner. And you'll be put on a table with people that we feel are most relevant to you. So not necessarily people you know.
Yep.
And it's a great way to get talking, the carver's flowing, great company, great experience. And, generally people absolutely love the galas and we always sell out. So it's a success.
Oh, that's awesome. And you mentioned about in the winter you run sort of nightly, not nightly, but I think weekly events, is it?
It's every fortnightly, yeah.
Fortnightly.
Yeah, so they're after work events.
Okay.
Normally it was about 7 till 9 p.m. You go and have a drink, a bite to eat, and we have talks. So we normally invite 1 to 2 people each time to come and talk about an aspect relevant to their industry. So, for example, we've had people talk about investment markets. We've had people talk about emotional intelligence. So it's a very different scene. And it's a great way. It's more intimate. So it's about 40 people go to those. And again, it's great to meet people.
And if someone was wanting to maybe just come over and they're new and they want to actually promote their business and get their name out there, how would they go about maybe presenting to one of these?
So they can talk to me. So you can find us on Instagram at the Top Marbella, and really just have a chat and we'll talk about what we could do for you. We have had that happen. We've had a lot of people that are based in the UK and they're just dipping their toe in the water.
Yep.
They want to just see what it's like here. So they come to our events and they find, finally I've met people, like-minded people, because that's hard because sometimes you move here and all you meet is tourists or other people on holiday.
Very true.
So our venues, our events give a platform for you to meet people that are kind of similar to you. Maybe they've moved over from the UK or a different country and they want to network.
Yeah. In terms of your magazine as well, is it a similar process come to you to get into that? Because it looks like you can really promote your business successfully in there.
Yes, it is. So what you can do is we can have a chat and we can decide on how you want to be featured. Normally it's an interview format.
Okay.
And we're looking for features that are a bit different. For example,
Yeah.
in here, I mean, we have a lot, but we're always looking for slightly different angles, which are really going to make their mark. So, for example, in the like this guy, he's a coach,
Okay.
and we just go right into every aspect of what he
Wow.
does.
A lot of information in there.
Yeah, no, there
Proper
really
interview.
is. Yeah, it's a proper interview. That's Stanislav, and then we have, so we have slightly different, more quirky features. So this is
Ah,
KV style, and she's doing fitness tips as
the
well.
photography looks fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's all really nicely done. We're very proud of it. Um, this is Fernando. He's a lawyer, and he's talking about property rules that
Ah,
investors
okay.
need to know. So it's all stuff that's very relevant to
Relevant.
entrepreneurs. This is me, obviously.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Yeah,
Looking very
talking
glam.
about content and yeah, very Marbella. So yeah, so it's a great magazine, and it's actually something that people read. We're proud of that it's readable. It's not just a load of
Yep.
adverts. It's
No, I mean it
real
looks.
stories.
And how would someone get this magazine? Is it is it a subscriber thing you get,
No,
or
it's absolutely free. So it's
okay?
available to pick up in sort of about 85 locations at the moment around Marbella. So
Okay.
everywhere from on the Golden Mile, we're in Boho Club, we're in various points along the Golden Mile,
Yep.
Puente Romano. We're in a lot of places in Nueva Andalusia,
Okay.
Centro Plaza. We're in the NAC Paddle Club.
Right. Okay.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
so you can find it.
And it's free.
It's free. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't get a better number than free. Being
No,
Scottish,
exactly.
I know all about that.
Exactly. And also we have the website as well and the Instagram. So we interview some of our entrepreneurs as well, and we do little videos with them, and we put that on our Instagram as well.
So that's Top Entrepreneur, and you're
Yeah.
also the owner of Get Visible.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's talk about that. What is it?
Well, so Get Visible is
Yep.
my company, and it was designed to help other companies get more visible, as the name
Yeah.
suggests. So, what I do is every aspect of marketing. I'm really interested in reputation and visibility, and I have a software that helps you get more reviews,
Okay.
which is really easy to use, and it helps you rank more highly on the likes of Google Business.
Okay. Everyone needs that.
Yeah, which is one side of it. But actually, I offer done for you content as a service, and I've partnered with a company in India,
Right.
with a member of the Top Entrepreneurs magazine, Rohit Soni,
Okay.
and we actually offer content done for you and outreach for coaches and specialists.
Right.
And that's going really well. So that combines a lot of my years of experience in marketing, client management, copywriting,
Yep.
with actually his team and his skill set as well. So it's going really well. So, yeah.
Awesome. So quite a few different things there in that.
Exactly. Yeah.
How
yeah.
do you find the time for it all? It
I
seems...
don't know, to be honest. I don't know how I find the time. Maybe I'm just a workaholic. But yeah, so it's fun, and I enjoy doing it. Is the main thing. The magazine takes up a lot of time because obviously we have to interview people,
Yep.
and it's about relationships, and I think that's what's really important. So people tell me that I'm a connector of people,
Yep.
and it's true actually. I mean, I was on a boat with a Pilates studio on Monday, and I just happened to overhear somebody on the boat say she used to do Pilates teaching, and I just connected them and said, why don't you be a teacher,
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it just seems to be something I do naturally. So I think when you find something you like doing,
Yep.
it's not that hard, and it's just something that you can do. So that's why I've kind of combined the two.
And just in terms of anyone thinking about being, coming over here as a business owner, entrepreneur, founder, or startup, what would you recommend to them if there's anything that they can, because some
Yeah.
people, they might come and make mistakes,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you've got any recommendations for how they can come in and get embedded quite quickly and
Yeah.
get their name out there.
Yeah, well, there's two sides to this. So, first of all, you need to make sure that you know all the legalities of it, because
Yep.
in Spain, things are very, very strict with tax and all the implications. So, get a good lawyer, get set up right from day one. And number two is you've got to get yourself out there. In Marbella, obviously, you can come to my events,
Of course.
Top Entrepreneurs, but go to things, go to networking events, meet people, make the effort, because here it is all about who you know. It's a small, close-knit community, and I think that's the way that business is done here,
Yeah.
by recommendation and who you know.
So it's a people business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
And that's what
yeah.
networking is, I suppose.
Exactly, yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So, Caroline, can you give me one or two or more examples of any businesses or campaigns that really stood out to you here in Marbella?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in Marbella, you have a lot of competition in real estate, as I'm sure you're
Of course you do,
aware.
yep.
And I always like to see things that are a bit different. So in our magazine, we have a great article with Emil Issa where we've talked about blue gold, which is fincas with water reserves. So that's something a bit different.
Yeah.
And also, I have to say, I really like the Norma Frank campaign, which is the billboard near
I like
Puerto
that one.
Banús. And it's kind of like POV, you're stuck in traffic, but you're still in paradise. And it's a great way of not putting a villa picture on there. It's something different and it's a talking point. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. In Marbella, we have a lot of interesting creative and in our own magazine as well. So one of our sponsors, M&M Gold,
Okay.
they are a diamond and gold company, but they're a bit different again. So they've really been a success by getting out there, going to all the events. They've done their own events. They're at every event and that's their strategy and it's really worked for them.
So it's getting
yeah.
them noticeable.
Exactly, getting that visibility.
Well, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
must admit, the Norma Frank one,
Yeah.
normally they've put it the right bit, right?
Yeah.
Because in that bit, that's where you always get caught with the traffic.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So they must have worked it
Exactly.
out. Said, that's it. That's where we put it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I must admit, I've even taken a photograph of it. And they're a
Have you?
competitor, but
Yeah.
I'm really impressed by that, you know.
Yeah.
But Caroline, honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me.
Yeah.